As we think about the history of Charlote Art League, what we wanted to think about and what we wanted to honor is the sense that it's really made up of its members. Charlote Art League is only as good as the people that are in it. And with that, there are some members that have been with us and with this organization for over 10, over 15, over 20, over 30 years. And one of those people that come to my mind is Wil Bosbyshell.
My name is Wil Bosbyshell. I have been a member of the Charlote Art League for over 30 years. Joined the Charlote Art League as a very new artist, and while I was a member, I became a full-time professional artist and then an arts professor. And I don't think I could have done that without the Charlote Art League.
First time I met Wil was in college because he was my professor and he did life drawing. And I will never forget him just being like, make it funky, make it funky. And I remember the first few classes, me being like, I don't know what that means. But he pushed me to think outside the box and to really be free to express myself.
Charlote Art League has given awards in the past, but none have really talked about somebody's involvement over history. So this Lifetime Achievement Award does just that. It honors someone who has been a part of so much of the life of Charlote Art League and the organization would not exist without Wil Bosbyshell.
The reason I have been a member and supporter and just an active artist in the Charlote Art League is because it just has so much to offer. I loved having my studio at the Art League in all 3 locations. I loved the connections with the other artists, and I love the mission, which is that we're not judging people on what type of art they're producing. We are supporting the art that artists make.
Wil Bosbyshell is one of the first people that I met in 2015 when I came here to Charlotte. He was one of the first artists that I met, and he's certainly one of the first members that I met. He probably doesn't remember me, but I certainly remember him because he, without him knowing it, has made an impact on my life.
Being in his class definitely gave me permission to have fun and play, and I think a lot of creativity comes from that. So now I can push my students to express themselves and not just do what they think other folks might want to see.
Wil approaches his art with such great enthusiasm and acceptance and in a way that is approachable to everyone. So when he talks about his art, when he does his art, you know, seeing him in the studio, I always get inspired and I always want to create something of my own based on something I've seen of his. And he makes me feel like I can.
To this day, I will be at home or in my studio and I'll be looking at my painting and I'm like, is it funky though? Is it funky enough? So that really did stick with me.
If I had advice to give to any artist, artists sometimes falsely think that they should be doing everything by themselves. And so I would say if you're an artist who is possibly feeling a little isolated or put down by the current climate and disrespected possibly in what the type of art you're making or the medium you're using, the Charlote Art League is a place that will support you and allow you to get your message out. And it's the collaboration of multiple different ways, where this community or other artists or the space that will help you make your art better and get it out.
So Wil has been such a part of the fabric of not only Charlote Art League, but the Charlotte arts and the Charlotte artists. And I don't think that the arts in Charlotte are what they are without Wil Bosbyshell.